never planned to write 365 Mondays. In fact, I was running from my calling until God cornered me in the middle of a workout with this message that I just couldn't ignore. Doing the Esther fast, 3 days dry, no liquids, no food, is how I overcame my past. I was scrolling through TikTok and I landed on a video where a lady was talking about how disobedience cost her a month's worth of peace. She was going through persecution after persecution, setback after setback. I just scrolled past and I was like, okay, I don't want to see anything about this. But I kept seeing the video coming up and I was like, okay, God, I hear you. I will do the fast, even if I'm kicking and screaming, even if I feel like it'll derail my fitness progress that I've made over the past 9 to 12 months. I obeyed. I got my notebook ready. I prepared a plan and I sat there. I cried about everything that would hold me back in the past. I decided to really be vulnerable with myself. All the things that was hardening my heart and making me say, I don't want marriage, I don't want kids, I don't want to be in the public eye. I just want to be in the background. I want to be mediocre. Even though I knew I was meant for more. I grew up in an environment where taking naps was just a part of your day. Whenever you felt tired, you stop what you're doing and you go to sleep. When you wake up, if you feel like it, you get back to it. And if you don't get back to it, you save it for later. And that's how I got caught in that cycle. Naps were most definitely my downfall. When I woke up, I felt drained. I felt unmotivated. Pretty much laid there until the day was over, distracting myself with social media, looking at people's lives, watching them doing the things I've always wanted to do. Eventually, I got to the point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I decided I'm gonna make a schedule and I'm gonna stick to it. If I'm tired, I'm gonna go make coffee. I don't care about the withdrawals that it gives you. I'm gonna push through. So I sat down and I gave myself 2-hour blocks of writing. I would sit and I would write for 2 hours. When I was done, I would pause. I would go take a refresher, 5 to 15 minutes, come back, do it again. I did that for about 3 to 4 blocks. So that was equivalent to 6 to 8 hours of writing each day. Safe to say, I finished the book within 3 weeks. So end of March till Resurrection Day. Alignment that the fasting and the finishing of my book landed on Resurrection Weekend, also known as Easter. The church I grew up in, we called it Resurrection Day. And also this year, Resurrection Day fell on 4/20 as well. That was like spiritual warfare for a lot of people. But I chose to focus on the holy part of the day. And I gave glory to God for finishing my book. It takes a lot of determination to finish a book in 3 weeks. So my book was written, designed, and published by me with God as my co-founder. Use a few different book covers to choose from. This cover made the final cut. This little plant sprouting from the ground represents all of us. The surrounding concrete is the trials, tribulations, circumstances, cards we've all been dealt, but we still decided to push through and sprout anyway. I use Amazon KDP to create my manuscript, design the front and back as a final copy, and he uploaded and went live within 24 to 48 hours. So although I finished the book on Resurrection Sunday, not become an official published author until September 1st. Now the mission is to spread the movement, spread the word, and help people change their lifestyle one Monday at a time. It's not only a book, it's a movement, blueprint, and it is a lifestyle turned into legacy. Something you can leave behind for people who want to know how you did it, and for the people who are asking you currently how you did it. I've always had a thing for entrepreneurship, but I never thought God would have me become a leader to such a movement like this. I always noticed things that were wrong with the establishments I worked in and wanted to make something change about that. So I would go to the managers like, I don't like this about this, can we change that? And they would take it into consideration, but it wasn't always a quick change. Starting my content journey, creating 3 a.m. soul checks with convicting messages for Christians also helped me realize that God instilled something in me that people want to hear, and they need to hear it because they kept coming back. Within 11 days of doing that content, my first video hit the For You page with 1.3k views, and that's on TikTok. Eventually, it all came to an abrupt stop, and I decided to come back to YouTube, which is where and why I'm inviting you all to grab a copy of your 365 Monday blueprint and join the movement. You won't regret it, and you will thank God that you came across this video, this book, and his daughter. Subscribe for more content.